Where are you broadcasting out of? The fucking Tsunami Studios?
I'm doing that virtual background shit. This chick is awesome, yo.
You got a green screen up?
Yeah.
Not, I think Zoom does it automatic, or unless you do got a green screen. You got a green screen, Craig?
I had to because my girl's fucking computer can't do it on its own.
Gotcha.
But it's pretty
Now
cool.
you're
Though.
in a cathedral.
No, it's Doctor Strange's place.
Yeah, he's practicing the mystic arts, man. You probably should know now. Craig's been trying to be a master for a hot minute. Right, Craig?
That's right. Yes. A
He's been trying to be
practitioner of niggatry.
What's your name? Dr. Ninja. Oh, we're using fake names. I am Spider-Man.
Oh my god. Yeah, Craig, let me see your fro.
It's not really a fro.
No, it ain't. It's all good.
It's just a patch, baby. It's a small patch.
I'm like but I see you cut yours. Nice one.
Yeah. I was like, eh.
I thought about it, then I got lazy.
Hey man, if you want to be a smooth criminal, I wouldn't blame you.
My barber was all like, hey, I'm calling all clients. I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna do all haircuts, $18. I was like, my nigga, I still pay the old price. He said, times is hard, bro. You know, it's like, so, you know, I'm gonna have to pay you, like, you're gonna have to pay the regular price. I said, all right, cool. I'm cutting my hair myself until this is all over.
And what was the regular price?
Like, because he was my barber when he was like right next to me, I would only pay $12.
Ah, gotcha. So you want to pay like what, $20, 21?
18.
That's not bad.
It's not, but I don't want to pay it.
This Terramana tequila is ridiculous.
Say it again, tequila.
This Terramana tequila and pineapple is fucking ridiculous.
Oh, the Rocks Jam? Oh, you got
I bought it.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Good. That's good.
Thanks, man. You just made the Rock more rich. Way to go.
Just turn that nigga into a mountain. He's not the Rock anymore. He's a mountain.
He might as well just change his name to that. Like, seriously. Let's cut the bullshit. Yeah.
He looks like a fucking boulder.
He does, right?
Oh,
wait, there's a boulder. So I had to push it along.
So are we waiting for man to know nickname? I don't even record it. No recording.
Where's he at?
I don't know.
Where the hell did he go?
I don't know. His screen is off.
Probably went to go grab something.
Looking like a high Star Wars fan right now.
I'm just waiting for you.
I was high as fuck that day too.
What you say?
I was high as fuck that day too.
You look it. You look it.
One moment. Give me one moment.
One moment.
Y'all can pick it up. I'll jump in. Stick it up.
One more moment.
What happened? What'd you say?
He said he'll jump in.
Okay.
He'll jump up to get down. Jump.
Oh, put him up. It's an old yawn game.
Yeah. Well, worst comes to where. Oh, that's right. I have no one. Oh. I just made myself sad. At least you're not a Zoidberg.
Brown House, your fucking beard fascinates me, nigga. we have got to get you like grooming products fucking ASAP.
This nigga got it.
Leave my beard alone.
You got it. You need to start using them, motherfucker. You look like a fucking hermit.
Last episode, I told that nigga looked like Chocolate Robotnik. He just had his whiskers everywhere.
It's like, he said it looked like he got the Rick Ross starter kit.
Because the other episode, he had it all groomed and put together and shit. He had that Al Green, let's stay together shit. And then, I don't know what the fuck. Things fall apart, I guess.
It is. Mm-hmm. There's a black turtle hermit of Kami Island.
Or he's Black Master Roshi.
I'm okay with that.
This guy.
Where we gonna find them Dragon Balls, my nigga?
Better than being Mr. Popo.
Oh, you mean Mr. Black?
Black. Didn't they turn him purple because of racism?
No, they turned him blue. They turned him
blue. Whatever, blue, purple, whatever.
Well, you know what they say in the Caribbean. You run around at nighttime with the moonlight. You look blue. So black, you look blue.
Damn, that's that moonlight shit.
Yep. Yep. You run around in the moonlight. You look blue.
Damn you, Mahershala Ali.
Good old Mahershala.
Mahershala. I'm gonna call that motherfucker Hershey Ali. Hershey Ali, that's his name. I'm gonna call that motherfucker Hershey. Because his name's too fucking hard to pronounce. I'm gonna call him Hershey.
Mahershala Ali.
Hershey Ali.
Mahershala. Yeah. I was with a guy. I think his name was much longer because in the 4400, Mahershala was just part of it, and then he just extended. And I'm like, wait a minute, how long is your goddamn name?
Mahershala is his middle last name and the first.
No, it's the first part, but there's another part that he stopped using it because he realized it was too goddamn long. Yeah. Like if you go and look up the 4400 and type in the credits, you'll see Mahershala, another name, and then Ali. And then you're like, what? That was one nigga? I thought that was five. I thought that was five guys, burgers and fries.
Hey, you hungry?
Well, he's Muslim, so he has some long names.
Yes.
Kind of like Al-Taran.
But that's easy though. And you know
is it though?
For most people, it's not easy to spell because they're dumb.
Not easy to spell because you think it's two R's one end. It's like this nigga's like no 1 R 2 N's. I'm like, what?
and it's even worse to motherfuckers say it. It's even worse that motherfuckers say it wrong. Al-Taran, Rome, right? Rome.
Yep.
Ron Robinson.
Rome.
Al-Taran. Find out next time on the Al-Taran Robinson.
All right, who's starting up?
Yeah,
oh man.
Start it up, Chris. Or since you started.
Soccer. Who we got? Soccer man with no nickname. Who's starting it?
Soccer.
I mean, I guess I'll do it. Yeah. All right. But what episode we is on?
No, don't need to.
Don't even bother.
Don't worry about the episode number.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
right.
Don't even bother.
All right. So just go ahead. Get it going.
Just go ahead.
Go.
Wait, hold up. Hold up.
Okay.
What's the name has to start it up?
Yeah.
Cedric.
What up?
Start the show. Let's go.
All right,
True. How you started?
Oh yeah. First, I gotta go to your hat. I gotta press the fucking X, the fucking O, the square, the triangle, and the potato.
That was clever. I like it.
I had to choose the unlock code.
That's right.
Yes. And with that note, greetings everyone, and welcome to the quarantine edition of True Story Bro. We really don't give a flying fuck what number it is, as you don't give a fuck. Nobody gives fucking. He's like, no, look around. Hold on, look around. Nobody cares.
Seriously.
Yes. I wish I could put that in there. Number who gives a shit.
Oh, shit. No one gives a good goddamn, man. It could be. You know what it is? It's just a warm ass November. No one cares. and with that, he's like, I am your beloved and sane for the moment Black Caesar, ruling my basement with all my authority. because, well, I'm the only one down here. And I'd like to introduce my squad, not suicide, with Monsieur.
Who?
Mr. Ninja.
Mr. Seriously? Mr. Seriously?
Oh, because freaking what's his name kept on laughing, so I couldn't hear what you were saying.
Nigga, I died. I'm dead.
Let's hope not, nigga.
We're trying to avoid that. You know what I'm saying?
This is a ninja that's kicking it with you with the PlayStation as usual and the thumbs of all time. Echo Ninja.
Them thumbs are deadly, man. Watch out for that shit.
Echo Ninja, that is me. Seriously, yes, he did. And I'm gonna push it down to the man who knows that you have to be a real man to wear pink and the most illustrious beard of all. Bring it to him.
Going on, man has no nickname, and I'm here to always remind you to, love yourself.
That's all I've been doing, baby.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna go ahead and pass it over to the Sir of Wednesdays.
Sir Wednesday. How you doing, guys? It's your boy, Scourge of the Internet himself, Sir Wednesday, a.k.a. Rizzy Sendu, back in this bitch. I'm just going to pass it on to my homie who needs to keep up his beard for state regulation purposes. You know who you are. Mr. Chocolate Robotnik himself.
Chocolate
Robotnik.
Oh, shit.
Well,
I have an idea.
fuck you, Sonic. I'm gonna get you next time. I'm gonna have these knuckles for you.
I see what he did there. It did not stick.
And I'm here. I'm house. I'm roundhouse.
I'm house.
I'm done.
I'm done. This nigga said I'm house.
Did you get that? I'm a house?
In the middle of our street.
I'm house. Short. House.
In the middle of our street.
Yeah. And welcome this motherfucker back. This motherfucker don't need really any introduction, but he introduced himself. Pass it on to the reddest of them all.
I'm Redbeard. I need no introduction. I'm Harry.
But you need to fix your fucking phone.
Yeah, your microphone sound like somebody was trying to get a haircut.
That or you sound like Stephen Hawking.
It sounds like everybody.
Yes, it's Stephen Hawking.
The square root of -7.
Didn't he die?
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Yep. He's with the stars now.
Yeah, he had to go deal with this bullshit.
I've had enough of this shit.
I'm
tired.
He probably would have got blamed for it too, just like Bill Gates is getting blamed for it.
Time to take the heat, motherfucker.
But anyway. Today we got a pretty good show for you guys. Our boy Sir Wednesday actually has something special for all of us today. Take it away.
I do?
You might. Yes. You might.
I guess so.
I think so.
No, I was talking about, like, I had a conversation with somebody, and they were talking about how somebody had rolled up on them thinking that the nigga was like, one nigga they thought he was a cop, one nigga they thought he had drugs, and I'm like, yo, ain't it crazy? Yeah, no, motherfuckers, it's crazy how misconceptions, even to this day, is like something that's crazy as fuck. Like, you could just be minding your own business, and people just come up to you thinking either the worst or just missing the whole point, or not even bothering to hold a conversation. They'll just think of some fucking never-ending story bullshit of who you are rather than asking you a question. I like for instance, I'll never fucking forget as many times as we used to go out. Everybody would be all chilling, doing their thing, and then next thing you know, some rando dude would be like, "Hey, what's good, homie?" And I'm like, "I'm good. I'm chilling." He's like, "That's cool." the music is good, right? And I'm like, who are you, nigga? Why are you asking me questions? But okay, yeah, the music's great. The next thing you know, niggas would be like, yo, you got that drugs, dog? I'm like, who the fuck? Like, nigga, what? And it would always happen to me, no matter where we go. I could just be chilling. The two things people always ask me when I go someplace is, do I work here or do I have drugs? I don't know why they think that of me. I guess I may have a face. Maybe I'm looking somewhere. Maybe somebody posted a sign on my back that says, motherfucking, I sell drugs. Would you like some? I don't know. But
you got drug dealer face.
I got that drug dealer face. I could just imagine, like, hey, you want to buy some phones today? Like, yeah, sure. You want to buy some drugs too? I'll sell that at a good price. They're like, what'd you say? I said, nothing. I said, we got some good prices on these phones. Nah.
You start turning into that snake nigga from the old drug commercial. Remember that?
Yeah. You remember it so bad. This nigga.
Do I look like somebody? Do I look like somebody who would lie to you? You look like a snake.
Look, he's scratching like a fiend right now.
This
he's done, bro.
On the last couple of episodes, Chris never saw it. Big Chris never saw the shit. And he was like, well, let me see this video. And he posted it up, and everybody was watching it. Al was like, not today, nigga. And Al fucking left the chat quicker than the motherfucker, saying that the cops are onto him. And then he didn't come back. And then I was like, we like, yo, come back, son. You good? He's like, nah, I don't fuck with that shit, nigga. He's like, nigga, you ain't coming back? He said, no. I'm like, goddamn, nigga. But then when he saw it, Chris understood, like, damn, this is some real good makeup, but I could understand why I could fuck up a kid mentally.
Yeah.
You have so much shit that bothers you, bro. Like, it don't make no sense. We still don't know why the fucking theme song to Taxi bothers you.
I don't get that.
I never understand that. What the hell, bro? What's the story? What is the story?
Were you like raped or something to the theme song to Taxi?
Wow, the fuck?
Well, I mean, what other trauma can there be?
No. Shit.
Maybe I just don't like it.
But that doesn't make sense. Like, I can understand you don't like this.
I cannot like something if I don't want.
No,
like
hold on.
I don't like it.
Hold on. I can understand you don't like it. I can understand you don't like a song because you don't like the way it sounds because it's just not your thing. It's not your type of music. But you don't like it because you're afraid of it. That makes no sense.
I don't like it because I don't like it.
No, because every time I put it on, when I used to put it on, you used to look like you had the fear of God in your face.
Did Danny DeVito haunt you in your nightmares? Did you watch fucking Batman Returns? And you're like, Danny DeVito, text. I can't do it.
Nah.
This nigga, if he would ever come up with an explanation, it would be like Orgasmo when the fucking kid said, I don't want to do hamster style anymore.
Yeah.
He was like, Al, it's so traumatic. He's like, what's going on? And then something random happens. He's like a turtle fucking crossed the street. And he's like, niggas. I don't know. Like, it would be something random that made no sense. And we just look at him like, okay, I feel you.
No.
So,
Man, must have been rough times for you, my brother.
Back to the subject of fucking, wasn't it, misconceptions. Are there any misconceptions that you think people have of you that they don't know until they get to know you, that you would like want to talk about and let motherfuckers know what the realness is?
I'll go first.
Who that? Al?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Go for it.
So, one of the misconceptions about me is somehow I always have a cigarette on me.
Say it again, I couldn't hear you.
I always have a cigarette. Somebody always asks me for a cigarette. Always.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Always. Yo, you got a cigarette?
Like a smoker.
I don't smoke. You got a light? Nigga, I just said I don't smoke.
Well, see, if you comb your beard every once in a while, you didn't look like, and you didn't look like the hobo of the railroads, nigga. They wouldn't be like, this nigga must have a cigarette.
As soon as you said that, I imagine this nigga taking a match out of his beard, like, well, I don't have a light. How about now?
He looks like he can have all kinds of shit in that beard, like a bird nest, all kinds of shit.
It's like that episode of Family Guy when Peter grew out his beard, and he had the birds growing in it.
This nigga's the bag and sag and berry of fucking beers. He just got everything in this shit. It's bag, sag, and berry.
His beard is like the Barney bag. You fucking go in there and just find shit.
Didn't your little brother punch Barney when he was little?
Yep. Turned his head the opposite way. Scared every single kid in the entire room.
Hey, little kid, fuck out of here.
I beat up Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah. Right. Oh, this motherfucker pulled a Fresh Prince and shit when he beat the fuck out of that dinosaur in front of old Nicky.
Yeah.
Yo.
Anyway, so that's one misconception. Let's see. Another one. Apparently, I look like a very dangerous person.
Oh, you do.
I am. That's not a misconception. I am, but.
Yeah.
Why did it seem like at that point you were about to break into Saw like, I am a dangerous man. Dangerous man! Like, nigga, calm down.
No, it's like like there's some people that have some really misconceptions about me that I seem to be this
racist gay guys.
Well, I can explain that one. 85% of the people who first meet you, you're yelling at.
He's right. That's how I met this nigga. He was yelling at me.
I'm not yelling.
You were yelling at the game club.
That's how I met him too. He was yelling at somebody else, and I was like, "Who the fuck is that dude?"
Well, I'm not yelling at y'all. I'm yelling at somebody else.
Yeah, but you're always yelling. And then when people see that you're the one yelling, they're like, you know what? That guy probably doesn't seem like the guy I want to hold the conversation.
Yeah. It's not just yelling, it's angry yelling. So you intimidated a lot of people.
Oh. So
they look at you from afar like, oh shit.
It's that Samuel L. Jackson introduction. How's it taste, motherfucker?
Well, that is a misconception anyway, right? Because I'm not a bad person.
No. It's not that you're a bad person. It's just that.
No, but they signify yelling. They signify yelling at someone being a bad person. They signify this person being like this is a bad person. It's a misconception. Regardless of how you spin it, it's still a misconception.
Okay, I guess.
I guess so, but I mean,
you guess it is.
No,
I guess so, but like when you're a person who's afraid of angry black people, and then you see you being an angry black person, they're like, oh shit, the discrimination is true.
So yeah, and I can get behind what he's saying, because then again, if you're saying yelling is considered as being a bad person when it as a misconception, then you might as well say everybody's a bad person.
I'm terrible.
Black, white, Spanish, doesn't matter. Asian.
Well, black people get the biggest rap.
No. Don't put that.
It's true. No,
Hold on.
It's true.
Hold on. It's not entirely true. It's just a misconception. Exactly what Cedric is saying. You're making it true.
Like I said before, when they see you yelling, it's angry. It's coming off as angry, because there's people who yell who are just loud. My mom yells my name all the time. Just when she could be in the next room and she'll yell my name, and I can hear you just fine if you just say it. They're just loud.
Yeah.
Some people are just loud.
You're loud and angry.
Combo.
I'm not angry. I'm not angry now.
Not now, but it instantly.
Not now, not now.
Give it time.
Some people have some people tendency but there's people that make you mad. So
that's true. But then
yeah, there are a lot of people make you mad.
That's what you do. Not a lot of people. Like, come on.
Not a lot of people. Some people make you mad.
But that's just you, man. You're the combo. You're fucking pretzel with cheese filling. You're angry and fucking loud.
I'll say loud. I'm not all that angry. Not always. When I met Chris, I wasn't yelling.
Look at his face.
Nigga, don't even start. Don't even do that.
So, you can't.
Don't even do that.
You just imagine Al's all like, "Yo, When I met Chris, I wasn't yelling. Was I Chris?
No.
No, we were in work settings, so he was very presentable and friendly and soft spoken. So it was
I always am, bitch. So shut
Is
the
he
fuck up.
paying you to
Always?
say that?
I am. Honestly, that's another misconception. There you go. You see me as loud and angry, but that's one
Because
part
we
of time that you did see that.
But the thing
And
is,
it
we
was
see you
college.
like that on the red.
You're not
It's not a
naturally
misconception if
soft-spoken.
we live it. Like we
I
know
am.
you. Like as soon as he said, "Oh yeah," he was very professional and courteous. I said, "That's cool." But part of me was all like, "Can you believe this nigga didn't want to buy a vacuum cleaner? Fuck him!" Ah.
Yeah, dude, but that shit don't bother me like that. That shit never bothers me. Motherfuckers that didn't want to buy shit didn't bother me. What pissed me off was the motherfuckers that come there, be like, oh yeah, I wanted to buy this, but Shark is better. I don't care, man. Like, I don't care. Go buy what you want to buy and get the fuck out my face.
What is a true thing about you is that you are a naturally loud person. Not yelling, you're a naturally loud person. You do speak very loud.
That's
And that's fine.
I know, nigga.
Oh man. So being that said, now I want you out to reveal a truth about you that may not a lot of people know. I mean, us excluded because, we've known each other for years. But at the same time, there could be something that we don't know that about you that you'd be like, you know what? Motherfuckers don't know this about me, but X, Y, and Z. Is there something that we don't know that's a truth about you?
That you don't know, or that the viewers don't know.
Either way.
Maybe both. Maybe both. Maybe it's something we forgot.
I actually do like long walks on the beach.
Stupid asshole. Man, I wanna assault you.
You know what? I'll follow you up on that. I actually enjoy the occasional chick flick.
Okay.
I enjoy chick flick too. Oh, here's another thing. I can't stand
everything.
I was about to say the rain against my window.
No, I love it.
I can't stand the
rain.
I can't stand overly gay music.
Overly gay music.
Yeah, like
what?
Like just okay. So there's music out there that's like there's artists that make music and it's all about being gay and all this other stuff.
Okay.
Like Taj Call is a different type of person. Like he does it, but he does it with a spin with comedy to it. All these other guys make the most boring ass gay music. I'm just like
what song?
Like
what?
Like I want to be a bear, and then I'm like,
I've never heard of this shit. What?
It's on YouTube. I want a bear. Want to be my bear? I'm like, oh no.
Isn't that like? Isn't that like that?
What in the butt?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like what?
What in the butt?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was really confused. I was like, what the hell is gay music? And I was like in my head, like, what is it? What is it like? Oh, buttholes, penis, that like that kind of music. And then Chris reminded me, he's like, what in the butt was like a big meme song for a long ass time. I was like, yeah, that was gay as hell too.
No, but there's just like music that's not really that good, and it's just like.
Is it the lyrics? Is it like them
it's
doing
everything?
Too much?
It's everything. Like,
have you seen the what in the butt video?
Yeah. You know what it is too? I think what I don't like is the overhypeness of the techno music, the thumper music behind it. They never really have anything that's really like has some good beats to it.
Yeah, I heard that too. I love it.
Yeah, thumper music, which is it's called the gay beat. But you go to any gay club, you can hear the dum dum dum. It's all the same fucking beat all over. So
Yeah,
I
niggas-
can't stand gay music like that. It's just more. It's annoying.
You're the
Annoying.
funniest gay
Annoying.
nigga that I know. You're one of the funniest gay niggas ever.
What
I'm
makes
just saying.
me laugh so hard, I still won't forget this. What was it? It was in Jersey City. We were with Al, but we were somewhere else. Me and Joel saw two lesbians fighting in the street during like this pride parade in Jersey City.
Mhm.
I forgot how long ago was it.
Fighting. I thought they were making out. That's why. I
No,
was
they
like,
were
shit.
fighting.
Oh, they were making out, but it was the wrong bitch that was making out with her.
Yeah.
Oh, and that
Yeah,
led to
yeah.
the fight. I remember. Okay.
They were making out. They were making out, but it was the wrong girlfriend. That's what started the fight. But that was house music. But I just hate overly gay music. Just especially with the thumper beats and just give me some real lyrics.
I
Give me some real
thought
beats.
you guys liked the thumper because you all need like a rhythm to bang it out.
Yeah, but not every gay person. Here's the problem, Joel. Not every gay person likes that shit. Like,
Boy, this fucking conversation has went off on a tangent, huh?
It really did.
So Al, I'm gonna send you something from an artist way before this whole thing happened. I did some behind the scenes photography for somebody, and
Right.
the artist, he's a gay artist. I listened to his album, and a couple tracks were good. And then you ever listen to an album and you want to be like, okay, let me, because the dude says I started doing the production value up. I did everything myself, and I've listened to different artists and then produce like magic. And I say, you know what, this dude's got a good vibe to him. Let me see if his music is about it. And I listened to it. And I tried to like at least like one track, and I'm like, I couldn't do it. Like, I'll send you his information. I want you, as a gay man, I want to get your perspective on it to see.
If I hear one thumper music, I'm throwing it in your face. One.
No.
If I hear one thumper beat, I'm throwing it away.
Okay. All I gotta say is he do got one jam, but it's done with the taxi theme. I think you might like that one. I'm just fucking with you. No, I'll send you his information. So I'm gonna go pass this on to Craig. What's some misconceptions about you that people get wrong about you, and then what's the truth that no one knows that you want to put out there in the streets?
There's some people who think I'm gay.
Yeah.
But you are, aren't you?
Just look at his shirt.
Seriously gay.
Yo.
Oh shit.
My nigga Al laughing so hard like he about to cast a spell.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, there were many a times that we went out and then people obviously were like, I'll never forget this guy. Like we went to Walmart and it was Al's friend Otto was there and he was talking to us, and then he was all like, he pointed at me. He was like, "We're going to this party," blah blah blah. He pointed at me. He's like, "I know you're straight," and then he pointed at you and you were like, "But you're gay, right?" And you were like, he made a face because Craig, because of his voice, especially growing up, he had like a higher pitched voice. It's gotten a little lower. It's still kind of high, but it's all good. We love you, nigga. But he has gotten it on many occasions where people thought he was gay. Even I'll tell another one, but I want you to,
No. Go ahead. Tell the other one.
Tell the other one.
Tell the other one.
So my girlfriend at the time, her friends, Matt and wow, why am I blanking on the other one? So it was Matt and the other friend whose name I don't know why I'm blanking. I guess I'm drugged up. So they were like, they always played this little what's the name? oh, I'm not gay game. It was just basically a tease game. They were like, yo, Cedric, you want to play? I'm like, nah, nigga, you good.
Gay chicken?
Yeah. So basically, they asked me, and they would always ask me, like, hey, Cedric, keep it real. Is this nigga Craig gay? And I'm like, no, he's not. So
man.
it's something that comes up in conversations with people that like hear you for the first time, or they're like, oh yeah, he's cool. That nigga gay? I'm like, nah, he's not.
I ain't gonna front. Greg thought you were gay too.
I know. He asked me.
Greg thought you were gay too. He's like, yo, is Craig gay? I was like, no, he's not. He's like, word, he ain't.
Who's Greg?
We did the E3 crossover show, which is now the retired E3 crossover show.
Oh, that dude.
Yeah. He was like, is Craig gay? I was like, no.
And
he's
that's
like, word.
Okay. That's fucked up. Because I was about to say, the whole misconception of Craig being gay probably hasn't happened recently. And then you mentioned this nigga who I met recently. So, shit.
Yeah. It keeps going.
This is shit.
I mean, and I can't change it because my voice. People, the second they hear my voice and they see my mannerism sometimes, and then they get that misconception. It's like, what do you want me to be? You want me to be like this? You want me to be like this? Move around and shit.
You gotta step into that machine, baby. Go from Steve Urkel to Stefan Urkel.
This is for the cool in you.
Yo.
Oh shit.
Any other misconceptions, Craig?
Yeah, oh my god.
That's the biggest one.
Yeah, you're right.
No, it ain't. Is it really the biggest one?
Yes, it is. It's the biggest misconception about me.
Yep.
What? Can you think of something that doesn't exist? Probably.
Shots
What's
fired.
this? I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'm sure you're thinking.
This nigga, you even have a fucking thing lined up.
I'm
thinking, nigga.
What's the other part of the question?
And what's the truth that not a lot of people, or something that's something about you that no one else knows, that's like a true thing about you rather than a misconception?
Something about you people wouldn't think is true. Basically,
Yeah,
right?
there you go. Thank you.
The one thing that I do like school, which is really weird to say.
Especially since you didn't finish.
I know.
I was just about to say that.
I know. But the thing is, I like science. I like history. I like shit like that. The only thing I hate is math.
Facts.
Really good at
math, brother.
I'm with you on that.
Nah, I fucks with math.
When it comes to money, I'm the master at math. But when it comes to anything else, fuck it.
Yeah.
That's funny too. Is like people who don't like math, they excel in shit like science and other things, and then people who like math, they don't like the other shit. That's just very weird.
It's weird. It's like your brain just can't be like, hey, let's be friends together. It's like, nah, nigga, fuck out of here.
Oh, and another thing too, I've never studied for a test in my life and always aced them.
Oh, damn, so you just naturally smart, my dude.
He's a smart guy.
No, not really. That's it.
That's it?
Pretty much.
All right. I'm going to go to man who has no nickname. I want to go to you and ask you the same question. What's a misconception people have of you? And then I want to hear a truth that not a lot of people know about. That you're willing to share, of course.
Well, I already said the truth.
Mm-hmm.
I
like chick flicks.
Okay.
I don't know. A lot of people when they first see me, they think I'm like Egyptian.
Egyptian? Okay, I can see that.
When you had the long hair, I can see that.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. I can't think of really anything else.
I mean, you don't rock a chain like that, so you wouldn't be really Egyptian.
it'd be like for a while too. Like when I first started working, at the place I'm at now, they were like, "Oh yeah, bro," we were talking and shit, and like, "Oh yeah, someone said something in Spanish," and I was like, "Yeah, I agreed with them," and they're like, "You know Spanish?" And I was like, "Yeah." Oh shit, motherfucker! I thought you was Egyptian or some shit.
Out of all the ethnicities, I don't know why they just threw Egyptian out there.
Exactly, but that's like literally everywhere I go. Oh, you like Egyptian or some shit, right?
But see, that's the same misconception with his girl though too. I even messed that up.
Mm-hmm.
They think she's Puerto Rican, and I'm like, nah, she Egyptian.
Holy shit, that's funny as hell.
It's like y'all just swap places. Like, ha!
Actually, you
Got
know,
Exactly.
she interjected earlier and said that when she first met Al, that nigga was yelling.
There you go. You see?
Who the fuck was I yelling at? Bring your ass on. I'm yelling at you
Is it-
now.
He said
Now
you
you hear that shit? You hear that shit? That's hilarious. This motherfucker, he just got called out for yelling, and the first thing he does is yell his ass off.
Actually loud.
Oh, the games. Ugh.
Oh, this nigga.
Because I'm naturally loud. Who the fuck was I yelling at when I first met him? I wasn't yelling at nobody.
Always somebody.
Break room yelling at Kenny.
She said you want to break me.
I was yelling at Kenny. Kenny was yelling at me. What the fuck you talking about?
Stop yelling at her.
I was yelling at Kenny. Kenny was yelling at me. Fuck out of here.
God.
So hilarious, this guy.
Kenny's black, by the way.
Okay. I don't understand
All right.
why his ethnicity was important.
I'm just saying.
I don't think anybody cares.
You're goddamn racist. I'm gonna come after you. I'm gonna come
I'm not
after you with
racist.
some hedge clippers, nigga.
Fuck you up.
This nigga will come in there
fuck
like
you up.
Brutus the Barber Beefcake. He like, I can't even chop that shit off, nigga.
I'll fuck you up.
So I'm going to go to Redbeard next. For the next
I mean, I would jump on man with no nickname stuff. The misconception shit is always my race. I get called out for everything except what I actually am. In terms of like Hispanic ethnicity.
That's true. It would always be funny. Be like, hey, you're Puerto Rican, right? And then Joel's face would just get dull. Like they always do some crazy shit. El Salvadorian, or they always miss Dominican Republic.
From
And this nigga was
Ecuador,
like,
homie.
why did you even
I'm
try?
gonna put you in your eye.
You never got called Mexican, Joel.
You Dominican though, right?
Huh?
You
Yes.
Dominican? See?
Yeah.
You never
Right
got
off the bat though.
Huh?
Which I could tell right off the bat.
I don't know how, because I really don't act Dominican. That's why I do get called out for being like, hey, you're Puerto Rican or Cuban. That's mostly it.
Your Dominican moments though.
Yeah, when I'm drunk.
Speaking of which, yo, man with no nickname. This shit is fire, son. This is my second cup.
So you're gonna be oatmeal by the end of the show.
I'm telling you, bro, this shit was fire.
Yeah.
And this dude don't even like tequila.
I don't. Yo,
He hates it.
Yeah, he threw up. No, he threw up with eating edible. That's right.
I do a what?
Not you.
Oh,
Man, if you don't feel like Dwayne the Rock Johnson after them sips, I don't know. It must not be working.
And one of the truths.
not to feel like him after I take a couple sips. I'm not trying to beat nobody up right now.
Not now. But you feel like a champ, though. You feel like a champ.
And what's one truth about you, Joe?
I enjoy musicals, and
what the
fuck was that?
Yeah, for real. What's wrong with you? You don't be singing Disney shit? Shut the fuck up, Tehran. One R, two N's.
No, no, but there's no. No, go ahead.
This nigga.
That's basically it. I fucking enjoy musicals, and I'm a emotional little baby bitch when I'm watching movies by myself.
I respect that.
Aren't we all, my friend? Aren't we all?
We all got that soft side, man. It's cool. It's cool, baby.
Yeah.
Man.
So next goes to my boy, his milk chocolate ruler himself, Black Caesar. What you got?
Well, this is pretty basic, man. Now, the big misconception people have about me is they think I know what fucking day it is. I don't care. It's like, what day is it? What the fuck? You're going home anyway. Who cares? You honestly think I give a shit? No.
Oh my god!
Yeah, no, I just had to throw that in there because really, I don't give a shit.
You just hitting us with all this shit.
Like, listen, man, you're still gonna be working in the same damn spot. You're still gonna get paid the same day. But who cares what day? You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Honestly, just be happy you're still alive, motherfucker. Keep your mask on.
Facsimile. Facsimile.
But yeah, I'm gonna hop on the race wagon, which really shouldn't surprise any of y'all. So that's number 3. Yeah, the big misconception for me is like even growing up, you know, I had unusual features. I was basically racially complex. I'm gonna go with that. I was racially complex because I'm a lot of shit. And you know, I would always the favorite like ethnicity that I would get is usually Indian, and I'm like, first of all, you're half right. You know, all right, there's other shit in here too. It's like you're not completely wrong. You know, there is Indian. I do have Indian in my background from my father's side of the family. And, you know, there's a lot more. And then when I tell them like all the other shit, they're like, "Oh damn, I never would have guessed." Most people usually don't. Most people would never think that I'm part Guinea or what was it? Had any Irish or French. Trinidadian, they kind of guess on that sometimes. The Trini, they kind of get that.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I can do that.
But but for the most part, yeah, they just think I'm just one. It's like, no, I'm many things, man. I'm Legion. I'm many things. Yeah, but I'd say that's probably the biggest one. That misconception.
Who's in the background right now watching like action movies and shit? Turn that fuck down.
Movie is on right now.
I don't want to single out anybody, but I know who it is.
I know who it is too.
I'm not watching the movie. It's just this
I will
one's
put the
Final Fantasy.
God damn it!
Final
Put some
Fantasy
headphones
with
on.
face lower the volume. Oh my god!
He's gonna be real disappointed when he get to the end.
Word? Why you fucking say that?
Why you say that?
We got a spoiler alert.
They're like, hey, you want to see the
That's not
ending?
the type of player he is, though.
Oh, okay. Well, he's a running gun player. We all know that.
And
Cool.
oh yeah. So and then the other one is what people wouldn't expect.
Yeah.
Me to be. Oh, okay. Well, most people wouldn't expect me to be from the mean streets of Orange. Nobody would expect that. Nobody would expect that shit at all. They wouldn't expect me to be a project kid. Excuse me, a project kid. Nobody would expect.
Like
that.
No one expects me to be from East Orange.
Right. It's like
damn.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Right. Same situation. They just see this, decent.
Like you sound so proper.
Exactly.
I'll properly knock them in their mouth.
Niggas know I'm from North.
They'll have no choice but to know, bro.
Like, you a North nigga? Yeah, I'm a North nigga.
So
want to do something about it?
So the first time I went first time I went to Al's house to do the show, I didn't know that when I spoke to him about playing video games, like I spoke to him about like war games, first person joints, you know what I'm saying? And then he's like, oh, I gotta play NBA and this, and I'm like, oh, so you a nigga? He was like,
oh shit.
He stopped and was like, Yeah, I'm a nigga. Just kept playing.
NBA 2K, NFL. He got
I
all.
don't play NFL. No.
The
Oh,
2K
bro.
though, he had the 2K on lock.
Play that NBA shit.
And I was like, you play it too? He's like, yeah, bro, I got fuck with my mind player. I'm like, oh, so you a nigga? He was like, yeah.
Yeah.
They are so direct with their shit. Damn.
Oh my god.
He wasn't even like sly with it. He was like, "Oh, so you a nigga?"
You a nigga.
I did not.
I hear you.
See, that's something I did not expect him to be playing. I was like, all right, Division, Call of Duty, you know what I'm saying, Final Fantasy, that's him. Nah, he's playing 2K. Oh shit.
Final Fantasy. When the fuck does that nigga ever play Final Fantasy? This nigga
I'm
is.
willing, but I
Now-
play somebody playing it.
No. He plays RPGs. This nigga watches it.
I played the ones I like.
I love this nigga so much.
Yeah.
I love you.
I remember the first time I tried to get this nigga to play Dark Souls. This nigga was put it down after like 5 minutes. Like, nah, not for me. Thank you.
I would
It's just not for
Hadouken
me.
his fucking TV if he had to beat Dark Souls. We wouldn't see this. Like there'd be a hole in his TV. I'm like, what happened to your TV? Couldn't beat Dark Souls. He's looking like Howard Hughes. His hair is all crazy. His beard is all long. I'm like, well, how the fuck you put in the tissue boxes? Dark Souls, nigga. Dark Souls.
I remember when I was going to a lot of like anime conventions, getting into a lot of anime at the time. And next, you know, like I started stumbling onto hentai, and I was like, "What is this shit?" And then after a while, I started watching like series after series of different ones, and I'm like, "Is this a bad thing that I'm watching this?"
I mean, like big ass octopus dicks going inside a girl and shit going around.
That's all it ever is.
I mean, that's crazy that you could watch series after series. I've never met anyone who watched more than like 5 minutes at a time.
Same, I can't.
You go to your best parts.
I mean, after you see like a whole bunch of octopus dicks going inside every single fucking hole inside of one of those girls, I'm just like, I'm good. I'm good.
I mean, I figure you just watch that shit for one reason, and then once you're done, you don't really get into the rest of the shit.
No, you don't.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. I get stuck. I get stuck watching it because I sometimes get horrified and fascinated with how creative these fuckers are.
Indeed.
It's kind of odd. It's really odd about it, but I watch it.
Is it creative or perverted?
I haven't watched it in a long time.
They just all about that.
Watch it.
They just all about that.
Is it created or perverted, or they created pervertedness?
Both, whatever.
No, listen.
They all about that demon rape.
But I get what
Listen.
you're saying. You know, you only watch it for one reason and one reason only, and that's it.
But Japanese culture, there's a lot. There's most of it is beautiful and it's very historical and majestic and all this other shit. But when it comes to sexual shit, those motherfuckers are fucking batty, nigga. Like, and so are Germans. And it's not a coincidence that both those motherfucking countries were bombed by us. So,
Jesus Christ!
But I'm saying I'm thinking that may have done something to the motherfuckers. Like they went the complete whole other end of the spectrum when it came to sexuality. They like dudes in Japan don't fucking like their dicks don't get hard unless a bitch is like in danger.
It's true. That's why most of that shit is about like, you know, they like rape
Bondage.
shit like that.
Yeah.
Yo, the most excited I've ever seen like a bunch of Japanese dudes is like it's like a TV show and there's like a Japanese lady and she's like buried like in sand up to her neck and they just put like a piece of meat on her head and then they just release the Gila monster, nigga. And this bitch is fucking screaming her head off and all the Japanese niggas are like it's like, oh my god. Yeah, these niggas are fucking ridiculous over there.
Yeah. I mean, you get vending machines that have, on one side, you can get a ham sandwich, and on one side, you can get some used pennies. But that's just the kind of people they are.
honestly, like from what I understand, like Red Beard ain't wrong because I watched Real Sex for a long time on HBO, and there was a lot of shit that they shot like with Japanese culture and Chinese culture, and then Germans. I was like, this is some gruesome, this is some nasty ass shit.
What they're into.
Yeah, it was just right. I was like, oh my god, Real Sex was a lot.
Shiza.
So Wednesday,
Yep.
did you say what your biggest misconception was yet?
No, I have not.
Go right ahead,
was
sir.
right. Damn right. A big misconception.
You know where the fuck you going?
Yeah, go to your house to cough in your face, you son of a bitch. Send your ass right to the emergency room. You don't get it from me, you'll get it from
that
them.
he's always on time.
Huh?
Al's biggest misconception is that he's always on time.
I am on time.
No, you not.
Cedric ain't on time.
Yeah, because of your ass.
Get the fuck out of here, nigga.
Roundhouse, we be outside waiting for you. Cedric is a culprit on this. Redbeard.
Cedric is also a nigga that's never on time.
Always waiting.
You know why? Because I'm always waiting for motherfuckers who say
and you
they gonna
take
be ready
forever to
come
get
and
outside.
never come out.
Bullshit.
Take longer than my grandmother, and she's over 80.
Nigga, please.
Gotcha.
Y'all niggas.
I always got somebody say, "Hey, come get me real quick. It's gonna take 5 minutes." 30 minutes later. That's why I be having to contact motherfuckers 20 minutes before I get to their house saying I'm outside.
Remember no nickname. Remember when we recently when we went to go pick this dude up?
Oh, that wasn't that long though.
It was 10
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't because I wasn't near my phone and I was waiting on y'all. So shut the fuck up again.
You said you were in the bathroom.
You're a phone. A big misconception.
People think that I'm a beach ass nigga.
What you got? No, what you got? As nice. Well, not nice. I would say I'm more kind than nice. A lot of people think I'm nicer than I am. I'm kind. The different, and the people like, what's the difference between nice and kind? The difference is, if you're nice, you let niggas walk over you. If you're kind, you give people your space. As soon as they step out of line, you wait and jam them up a bit if necessary. So that's a big misconception.
When it comes to niggas, you don't let nobody step over you. When it comes to bitches, different story.
Bullshit, nigga. How many bitches did you know? Keeping it real, Al, in your
How many bitches I know? How many bitches did you complain about?
How many?
A lot, nigga. How many bitches did you complain about?
But that I let them know. It's not like I just sat there. Nigga, I had to go push. Keeping it real, I had to go push one of your gay boys because he was doing some bullshit to you. Did I not push that nigga? And did I not tell you I would push that nigga? I pushed the fuck out that nigga. That nigga was like, "Hey, Cedric, push." That nigga hit a pole and everything. He's like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Oh." I was like, "Cedric, you pushed him." I'm like, "Yeah, nigga, I told you."
You pushed him?
I pushed him. I'm dead ass. But at the same time,
he's gonna fight a nigga.
Because I ain't no bitch ass nigga.
I can't push no bitch though. It's like,
I ain't no bitch ass nigga.
Why you nigga?
If I need be, I will move a woman out of the way. I ain't gonna push no bitch because then that makes me a bitch. I ain't gonna do that. So that's one. Tehran. Yeah, misconception also is usually when I'm out and about, like for instance, when I used to work at the fruit company, motherfuckers like, "Yo, Cedric, you so cool," and blah blah blah. I'm like, "That's cool," and I'm like, "Whatever." And they're like, "Yo, where you live at?" I'm like, "Newark." Like, "Cedric, you live in the hood." I'm like, "Yeah, nigga." And then like we'll go out and chill, and niggas be like, "Yo, I'll pick you up. I'll drive, whatever." They pick me up. They're like, "Cedric." I'm like, "Yeah." You live in the hood. I'm like, "Nigga, I know." I fucking told you that.
You got a halfway house across the street, nigga.
Yeah. Not no more. They burned it down.
It was a halfway house.
It was until they burnt it down.
Is that the one they burnt down?
Don't they burnt the other one down too?
Nigga, like every other fucking 4 months, somebody's house is going in fuego.
Okay.
It's North, bro.
It's not. A truth about me. That you guys not know. You probably don't know this, but I have OCD.
Oh, I know that.
About what?
About OCD,
that
nigga.
shit.
I believe it.
I see it.
Oh yeah, that's why. That's why with certain
OCD.
things, OCD. Yeah, that's both of them. But what you got? But you wouldn't see it because I should feel like a lot of people who use OCD as a way to be a dickhead. My OCD is my goddamn problem. It's never gonna be someone else's problem unless somebody's causing me actual anguish by being fucked.
Like Cedric has a thing with numbers. Cedric has a thing with keeping things. Like, that's why he's every time someone wants to pack something, he's like, "Let me do it. I'm the master at Tetris."
Oh yeah.
Tetris is my game.
He'll do it.
Yes.
You have
I
a
was
thing with
gonna
numbers
say-
too, though.
Huh?
What?
You have a thing with numbers too, though. You have like an OCD with that shit too. I remember putting your fucking volume to like 37. He has to put it to like 40
I
or
did.
down to 35.
I do.
Like,
I have
no
a thing with-
odd numbers.
I do.
I'm
That's
just
because that nigga's an odd number.
I'm just saying if I have 10 chicken nuggets and someone takes one, I'll give them another one just so I can be even. I hate that shit.
Like we all have it to some degree. I just try to utilize mine in a creative outlet. That's why I do editing. It's therapeutic. Sometimes even laundry, just shit like that. Stuff to keep your brain at ease, stuff to keep your
I don't
mind
even know if I have
not
OCD.
going crazy.
You fucking definitely
You probably
don't.
have it in
Saka.
some fucking form.
Saka, do you do certain things to cut awkward tension?
Yeah, crack a joke.
Crack jokes.
I do.
No, because I've noticed sometimes like at parties or something like that, and when things are like very mellow and shit like that, he'll get up, do some awkward ass fucking dance and shit like that, and people join in.
Yeah.
And I'm all like, well, that's a good way to cut tension. At first, when I first saw that, I was like, damn, this nigga's weird. And then I'm all like, oh, I get it now.
I never questioned it.
Okay, that's great.
I do that shit when people get emotional.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
you
do.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Cause sometimes it does bring it down. Like where the fuck was I? I was doing like some video work with Mirakuru, and this is when he worked in Jersey City, and me and him got into an Uber because he was like, "Fuck it, the company's paying for it, so Uber everywhere." I said, "Whatever." So we in the back of the Uber. We talk about movies. Like, yeah, man, I can't wait to see this movie. I can't wait to see this movie. And then the Uber driver's like, damn, nigga. He's like, that's what's up. But I haven't seen a movie since 1999. And we just looked at that nigga like, 1999, so specific. What the fuck happened? He said, well, how come you haven't seen a movie? Random Uber driver. That nigga said, we went to go see a movie. As soon as we got out, niggas tried to jump us and they killed my boy. I haven't seen a movie since.
What?
Wow. That's some deep ass shit.
And then that shit was just so awkward. Me and my nigga just looked at each other like,
Hold up. Fuck that Uber driver. That's some bullshit to do to somebody, nigga. You don't do that shit.
We were just looking at that nigga like, I'll never go to the movie theater the same way. I'll have to be like making sure my niggas is good. It'll be like an RPG. I'm like, you got HP? You got HP? You good? Your man is up? All right, cool, my nigga, we good. Because, yeah. And then he was like, and then he did a deep side too. I said, nigga, you just tanked this whole fucking conversation.
What a fucking bitch. That was some drama shit.
He probably just didn't want y'all to talk in the car or something like that. He probably just wanted silence.
But we were talking, and as soon as we mentioned
Uber
movie,
driver then.
that's when it came through. And my nigga had to go fucking nosedive this conversation like Captain America did in the fucking first movie.
Yeah.
He's like, nigga, you don't have to crash in the water. I gotta do it. I gotta take it down. Like, nigga, you can stop. You can jump out. No, it's me or nothing. Like, okay. All right, my nigga. We good. I was gonna say something that people didn't know, but I like musicals. and what you got? And heartwarming stories about hope and people and stuff like that. And yeah, dad. Oh yeah, things about dads make me cry. Anything about family makes me cry.
Oh yes.
And what else? Oh yeah, watching like shows like where like somebody comes and fixes something and then changes somebody's fucking life always gives me that tear. I'm like, I gotta walk out.
Oh, like extreme home makeovers and stuff.
Something like that, but like more close to like Undercover Boss or
Yeah, I got
fucking like Gordon
Niggas,
Ramsay shit, especially when like
your
the
chest,
family's real fucked up.
Gordon Ramsay shit like Kitchen Nightmares? Not
Yeah,
Kitchen Nightmares. Is it
yeah,
Kitchen Nightmares?
Kitchen Nightmares, yeah.
your
Okay,
chest
yeah.
go, your chest start to flutter every time they say, "Move that bus."
He's all like, "Yeah, move the bus."
You know what? Out of all those shows, that was the only show I've never watched. Those home makeover shows. But
I
watch,
didn't either.
I'll probably put one episode on and start bawling like my dog ran away or something like he ran away.
Actually, I watch shows like that too, and I do get very emotional when it comes to shows dealing with families and stuff like that. I get very emotional, just like, God damn it.
I do cry when video games get emotional.
You know what'll fuck you up?
That's understandable.
You ever see that YouTuber Mr. Beast?
Yeah,
No.
yeah,
Who's
I
that?
seen that nigga.
He does a lot of that
What?
too. Like there was one
Oh
I
my
saw the other
God.
day where he had found out that this Domino's delivery guy was like he was like in some bullshit and he was like he's struggling and shit. He called his boss over. He found out all this information, and this nigga was like, "Oh, we're moving our friend into this house. So let's go. We're gonna get him all new stuff." So he was like, "What do you think? Do you think you like this chair? Do you like this? What do you think? We need some TVs, blah blah blah." And then they're like getting like small information from him so they can give it to someone else so that way they can get more and more shit. And they filled up the whole house and he had helped them move all the shit into the house. And he was like, "Oh well, thanks. So you helped us out. So the friend is actually you. We're giving you the keys. You own this house."
Man.
Yeah. And it was like
Isn't that the-
they loaded it with new furniture, food, TVs, video games for his kids, everything.
That's the same guy who goes like out in the street and just gives shit away too, right?
Yeah, he does that too.
Yeah, I've seen that stuff.
Like he'll give him more change. He's like, "Yo, my dog, I asked for $1." He's like, "You put more money in here, or you drop something." He's like, "Yeah, but that's for you, dog." And then it hits them immediately because they want to be like, "Nah, dog," but at the same time, they know shit is hard and it gets them, and they start cheering up. I'm like, "Oh, so this is real good. I have to go wash my face. I'll be back."
So like when I watch like Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, like the new version, like some of these stories, I'm like, oh my god,
That shit gets emotional.
hell yeah, bro, it's because it's like guys that are neglecting their family or their wives or something like that, and they just let life take over, and they kind of
And so these guys come in, turn them gay, and then their life.
no, they don't turn them gay, you asshole.
Stupid.
I thought that's what the show was.
No, it's not about turning somebody gay. It's all just fixing them up, making them be a better version of themselves. That's all.
Do you know that comedian Artie Lang?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know when he was on Howard Stern?
Yeah.
They had the Queer Eye guys take him out to like give him a makeover. He just got he got blasted drunk while he was out with them. He just kept yelling. He just kept yelling out like, "Hey, I want a gay guy to fuck me." Which one of you gay guys wants to fuck me?
Fucking Artie Lang.
He just got
Yeah.
fucking trashed and became a complete asshole.
Fucking Artie. Yo, what happened to that nigga's nose?
He got punched in it.
Is that what happened to it?
No, that's
Yeah,
what
son.
I heard. He said a whole bunch of drugs flattened his fucking nose.
Didn't that kind of contribute?
Yeah, but that contributed to it. But he also the major damage came from when he had an encounter with some drug dealer and some young little dude, and he punched that nigga right in his nose. It broke his whole shit.
Damn.
Oh man, he looked like one of the fucking pig bandits from Tomba. Y'all remember that fucking
So
game,
stupid.
PlayStation 1? With the
Yo.
little jungle nigga.
That shit is on deflate. That nose.
That shit was
That
like,
hasn't.
Oh my god.
like
Shit is
putty.
crazy.
Mm-mm.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
he's still alive. Shit.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know how he still love all them drugs and alcohol.
He's lucky. I know
Very
so many
important.
other people that went that route that didn't fucking make it or any of that. When they're like, but he looks he's so weathered though. Like you see it in
Yeah.
his face.
Yeah,
That nigga saw like 3 burning bushes.
yeah. The dude, he tried to commit suicide by stabbing himself. He had 9.
Yes,
he
he
has
did.
9 fucking thing. He has 9 stab wounds in his stomach. And now that nigga's sober, and he lost mad weight. He's skinny as
Yes,
hell.
he did.
True
Yes,
story.
he did.
His hair is completely gray white,
It was the gray white before that.
And
and he got that Jimmy Durante nose.
my man looks like just a Jersey version of Santa Claus.
Worse.
Yep. Yeah.
That's the Santa Claus when any kid sits on his fucking lap, they just start screaming, crying.
Because his breath is 100 proof.
Santa has no nose.
You always
The
told me
nose
not to speak to
knows, bud.
strangers. Get me off this kerosene smelling nigga.
Like smoking and drinking.
Oh my god.
You sound like
It's funny you
sound like
mentioned
a Mexican girl.
I was watching Dirty Work and I'm like, damn. I was like, damn. As soon as I watched it, I love that movie. First of all, I always wanted to fucking throw popcorn kernels in some asshole's car just to teach him a lesson because of that movie. And it was one of the last movies that Chris Farley was in.
Right.
And I forgot. he was one of those niggas that you forgot he died. You're like, damn, I missed that nigga. Like, just seeing him. It's him, Bernie Mac, John Candy, a whole bunch of these motherfuckers. Patrice, when you just see them niggas, you like, damn, nigga, I forgot that you had died.
Oh yeah. Oh, man, that's a wake up call.
Yeah.
That was my fucking mentor in life, Patrice O'Neal.
That nigga gave no fucks. That wasn't just his motto. That was just how he was. He came out this world not giving a fuck about nothing. I fucking remember watching the Green Room with Paul Provenza, and this motherfucking Patrice was fucking talking to Bob Saget, and I just started laughing. He's like, "Come on, Bob." He's like, "Come on, you gonna be a nigga like that, Bob? I know you's a real nigga, Bob." And I just started dying because just the way he talked, him and Charlie Murphy were just people that would just tell a story and not have even say anything funny, and you would just fucking die laughing.
They were the best storytellers. I'm not gonna front.
They really were. They really were.
Bernie Mac was one of the best storytellers.
Oh yes, he
Oh
was.
hell yeah, definitely, dude. He's one of the kings. He's one of the kings.
He was fucking king.
Oh god.
Even in fucking Transformers, he was in there for 2 seconds. That nigga had me rolling. He's like, "Mama, say hi, Mama." He's like, "I'll take a rock and knock you upside your motherfucking head."
I was dying when I saw that shit, man. That was.
You know who was a good storyteller too?
Who?
Robin Harris.
That's
hell
true.
yeah.
Robin Harris.
Robin Harris was that dude.
Bebe's Kid. That's a throwback like a motherfucker. Now I want to go watch Bebe's Kid.
It's on Netflix.
Is it really?
Yep.
Yes.
Thanks, Netflix.
Yeah. Kind of funny. Faison Love did the voice of him, and it wasn't Robin Harris. It was based on Robin Harris, but Faison Love did the voice of his character.
Oh yeah, because didn't he die?
Yeah.
He died.
Yeah, that's right. He died before Baby's Kid.
Yeah.
He died right before House Party 2. That's why they had to rearrange the whole thing.
But he died after Mo Better Blues.
Mm.
Yeah, that was his last film, actually. Mo Better Blues. That was his last film.
Was it really?
Yeah.
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 They had to change the whole house. That's why House Party 2 wasn't as good as it was. They had to change the whole story because Robin Harris died.
Hey, man, I mean, Bernie Mac was a good backup either way. Was that 3? Was that 3?
Yeah. Oh, three was the shit. I'm sorry, Bernie Mac killed that shit.
Oh, he wasn't 3. Okay.
Bernie Mac killed that shit at 3. He was like, I remember your name. They used to call you Jawbone. What? Yo, Bernie Mac entire scene in that whole House Party 3 was amazing.
People don't like. He said one of the most important lessons. He said, "Gotta be who you are in this world. People don't like who you are. Fuck them.
Fuck him.
Oh my god.
Man, he was everybody's uncle, man. Fuck that. He was everybody's damn uncle. Dude, taught you them life lessons.
Any besides ours, with the exclusion of Roundhouse, because I know he don't listen to this podcast. Is there any? I love you, nigga. Fuck with you. Is there any podcast that you guys have been listening to that you would recommend to any one of us or anybody who doesn't know that it exists?
The Deezus or Mero podcast is the only podcast I listen to right now.
I love those niggas. Always illustrious guests, ball bags.
I don't know if it's a podcast, but it's more like a YouTube channel. Rob Jefferson, his YouTube. He kind of he's comments explains, but he also has his own shit that he does personal stuff. Okay. So he does that. I like his stuff there.
Joe Rogan podcast is pretty dope too.
Joe Rogan's podcast is good.
I love Joe Rogan.
Stone Cold's podcast.
I love Joe Rogan.
Hell yes.
Stone Cold and Chris Jericho's podcast are probably like one of the best ones actually.
I haven't checked those. I'll probably check those out.
Because they interview a lot of different wrestlers and they like really tell a lot of stories. Oh, by the way, if you're on YouTube, they got the Dark Side of the Ring where they go through.
Oh, I saw all of that. Nigga, that shit is crazy.
That is crazy. The Chris Benoit Eddie Guerrero story. That was I literally cried watching that shit. I actually that was one when they went through the whole the screw job with Bret Hart. That oof.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I'm waiting for them to do Owen Hart. I'm waiting.
Oh, they're not gonna do that. They're not gonna do that.
I'm waiting.
They're not gonna do that. Fuck out of here.
Hold up. They're not gonna do Owen Hart, but they did Chris Benoit and Eddie Guerrero.
Correct. You know why? Because we didn't see what happened to Chris Benoit. We saw what happened to fucking Owen Hart.
Yep.
The one that really made me like kind of really get heartfelt was Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, yeah, that was terrible.
Oh man, Lex Luthor's a fucking asshole, bro. And
Lex who?
Lex Luthor.
You mean Lex Luger? I was about to say Lex Luthor. This nigga came out of the comic book pages and into WWE.
No, I'm thinking, you know what it is?
No, it's a slip of tongue. I understand. It happens to everybody. Trust me.
You know what it is? I keep thinking about, because I watch it again, I keep thinking about Justice League Apocalypse War. And like just the whole thing is just like a mind fuck to me.
It was funny as hell. I knew who he was talking about.
Me too.
And then, but I didn't catch the fact that he said Lex Luthor. I was like, oh shit. Wait a minute, for real?
And it happens because as soon as you look at Lex Luger, a million times I can even see interviews of people talking about Lex Luger, and then they say Lex Luthor. They're like Luger. I'm like, oh yeah, that must have happened his entire career. Yeah, but that's his fault for choosing that last name. Like it's so close.
It
is. Might as well be.
But he really fucked her up. Like real like.
Any other podcast?
Oh, in Godfrey we trust.
Oh, I love that.
Godfrey.
Yeah, that motherfucker is hysterical.
What y'all say?
Say it. Yuck.
The top fruit.
Survey.
Oh.
Yeah.
That nigga. That nigga's hilarious, especially when he's going in on somebody. Godfrey just be making me laugh.
When he gets on those white kids with the wave caps, it's
Yeah,
Wave check.
I died, bro. I was done. I was like, oh shit. Who else?
There's another one. There's something called New Rock Stars. Basically, they deal with like anything that's like movies and like TV shows and shit like that.
That's cool.
And they do a lot of like questionnaires to a lot of their staff, and they get drunk while doing it. Some of them, so it's kind of cool how they all do it, which is it's pretty fun to watch because they say some really fucked up shit half of the time.
No doubt.
So that's another one.
Nice.
Anybody else? What about you, Red Beard?
I don't listen to shit.
I don't know. I haven't listened to anything. Bobby Lee mainly.
Yeah, tight.
Obvious.
Like when I started, it was Joe Rogan #1, but right now it's Tiger Belly is #1. Tiger Belly's #1.
Mm-hmm.
Griffin with Griffin is #2. Shout outs to Eric Griffin. That shit's hilarious. And I learned about Eric Griffin from fucking Tiger Belly, and not from fucking what's the name? Workaholics, what I just started to watch. Then the next one's Inside of You with Michael Rosenbaum, the dude who played Lex Luthor. Callback.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
Inside of you. Inside of you.
Inside of You. Yeah, he talks to a lot of people from the industry. He talked to Dave Bautista. He talked to Bobby Lee. He talked to Brandon Routh, and how like, because currently he got. Even though he had his last episode, you could tell that he was kind of forced to leave Legends of Tomorrow
because he was supposedly getting too old and all this other shit.
It was a lot of things. It was that, and they wanted old girl who played what's her name, Sarah, to have top billing on the show, and because he was a veteran actor, he was entitled to more money, and now it was a whole bunch of shit, and how his career didn't go the same as everybody was propping him up when he did Superman Returns and all that stuff. He did one with Stephen Amell. Stephen Amell fucking even talked about at one point he had a fucking panic attack on the podcast. And he had to come back and then do the podcast again. And it's those. There's one with Take Your Shoes Off with Rick Glassman. That nigga's hilarious. He does all these bits where he's always snapping and putting different clips and shit into his show. It's fucking hilarious. That's the main thing I've been listening to. And of course, our boys had needless to say, I listened to them as well. I'm a couple of episodes behind because I've been trying to rein in some of the episodes we got. So, but yeah, that's as far as like podcast stuff. Listening to and Self-Helpless with Taylor Tomlinson, Delaney Williams, and what's her name?
You said Wendy Williams?
No,
Delaney Williams.
Delaney.
Oh, okay. So Wendy Williams. I was about to say.
No, I wouldn't listen. I wouldn't listen to anything. Fucking Wendy Williams. You know I hate that bitch.
I can't stand that.
That bitch. Please believe me.
And she's from North, which is weird. Like she.
I thought she was from Asbury Park.
Whatever.
Asshole.
It doesn't matter. But
there's a big difference between Newark and Asbury Park.
Same thing.
One is inhabitable.
So, I want to ask this: so has anybody seen? Because I brought it up. Anybody watch Justice League Apocalypse?
This guy.
I did not.
Highly recommended.
It is Justice League Apocalypse War.
Is it a cartoon?
Yeah.
Yeah, animated DC animated movie.
You know, it's the only thing these niggas do right. They don't do these movies right.
You're right.
It's true.
It's true.
It's the only thing they do good. Well, besides the Harley Quinn show and Titans.
The DC show ain't bad. That's not bad.
The Harley Quinn show is comical to me.
Is it on the DC app?
Huh?
Is it on the DC app or y'all like?
Yeah, it is. It should be on the. Well, Harley Quinn is on the DC app, but the movie itself,
think you have to. I watched it online for free. Anyway,
Well, you better get what you can out of the DC app because they're merging it
Getting retired.
to
HBO Max, right?
HBO Go and turning it into HBO Max.
Wow.
Oh, hold on. I thought I thought they not getting rid of HBO Go. They're keeping HBO Go.
HBO Go and DC streaming service is turning into HBO Max, from what I've read.
All right, well, I'm good. I got it then.
You still get to get all your HBO shit. But they're gonna be bringing some DC stuff over from there, along with the new show, the new shows that's gonna be coming on it, which is the Green Lantern Corps show.
Looking forward to it.
Cartoon?
No,
Live action. Jeff
Please
Johns
don't
is
fuck
actually the
this up.
producer of it.
Please don't fuck this up.
Jeff Johns is the producer of it.
I don't give a fuck if it's Kunta Kinte.
no, please
Better
don't.
not fuck this up.
I said the same thing with Titans. Please don't fuck it up. In the first season, I was kind of iffy on it. The second season was awesome, but the first season I was kind of iffy on the Titans. But they redeemed themselves.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that DC streaming service lasted as long as it did.
Truly, because it didn't really
Do much, especially
Yeah.
since they kept canceling their fucking shows.
Yeah,
They canceled Swamp Thing, and I didn't even know it came out. I was like, "Word, it came out."
CW picked it up though.
Yeah, because they're like, what are y'all doing? This show was great. And everybody loved it, and they canceled it anyway.
So CW picked it up. So once this pandemic stops, they're gonna greenlight it again.
Eventually,
All you need to do is
eventually
pick up
it'll
the
all be merged into Disney Plus.
I know,
You
right?
ain't lying, my nigga. You ain't lying.
Yo, it's only a
Yo,
matter of
Disney
time.
Plus came in like the fucking first appearance of the Undertaker, without mercy and just killing niggas.
But the thing, like this,
I swear to God, when I first heard about Disney Plus, I was like, "What the fuck you gonna have it on? All the Disney movies? I already seen all the Disney movies." And then I saw like the lineup of shit that they had. I was like, "God damn, they got almost as much shit as Netflix." God damn.
funny thing about it is that like when DC streaming service is out, people was like, "Yeah," and that was like 6 months. And then once that was over, Disney Plus was like, "All right, now it's our time."
Well, they got all the Disney movies. They got Star Wars. They got Marvel. They got National Geographic. They even got a lot of documentaries that you really didn't really get to see.
They got some
like, out
exclusive,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, really exclusive like documentaries. I was like, damn, I didn't know a documentary about this.
A film version of Hamilton is going up in July.
Yep.
Word, I heard about
And
that.
you
Yeah.
know they're gonna make hella money.
And then you got The Mandalorian.
Yeah, of course.
Well, that no. Yeah.
The only thing people
Well,
care
yeah.
about Star Wars related anyway.
Yeah, truly.
Yeah.
Well, they finally ended Clone Wars. That was God. That was a lot.
Yeah.
I got to see.
But please watch the Justice League Apocalypse War. If you haven't watched it, watch it. It's really good.
A lot of killing. It's
Lot
like
of death.
it's a rated R like 90-minute movie.
So,
It is pretty it's a lot of death, a lot of action.
A good
It's pretty much what Zack Snyder's Justice League movie would have been if they did Darkseid.
well,
It's pretty much what Zack Snyder's would have done if he did cartoons.
yeah.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Maybe he needs a break from making multi-million-dollar movies. Maybe you should do some cartoons. Maybe he can get his shit right.
yeah. I mean, it was pretty good.
You just said it, nigga. As long as it's making multi-million dollars, why would he ever stop?
yeah.
That's true. Because after a while, if shit doesn't go like to the point where it's like people aren't satisfied with his product, he's gonna be M. Night Shyamalan. And we all know what happened to that nigga for years until.
God damn it, bro!
Until shit
If that Glass movie didn't disappoint the shit out of me, man.
Oh,
I didn't.
Bro,
Wait,
don't
it's
tell
on
me
HBO
that
Go.
it's disappointing.
I
said
was
it's
HBO Go. I'm watching it.
It was disappointing as fuck, man. I thought y'all saw it.
I saw it.
Oh, that's sad.
It's on HBO Go. I can watch it, but it was that bad.
yeah.
Go ahead and
fine.
watch it. I'm not
Watch it for
giving
yourself.
you. I'm not saying whether or not you'll think it's bad or not. I'm just saying it's disappointing,
You
especially
probably expected more.
especially towards the end. It's disappointing as shit.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It is.
That's sad. I'll probably watch that tonight.
Yeah.
I'll probably watch.
I think out of all the 3 movies, Split was the best.
It was.
Split was pretty
Well,
Well, he didn't do Split, did he?
Nah,
good.
Unbreakable.
He did.
yeah. I would still have to give it to Unbreakable, but
Okay.
Split.
Yeah.
Yeah, Breakable's my favorite. I like that. Unbreakable.
Split is. I mean, Split comes in second just because it was
Well,
the twist of it was that you didn't know it was a sequel to Unbreakable.
and Unbreakable had that twist at the end, giving it that whole, this was a superhero movie the entire time, and it really wasn't. it was crazy.
For real.
But then you
Call
get
me Mr. Glass.
But then
I'm
you
gonna watch it tonight.
When Sam Jackson fell down those stairs, I died.
You're heartless, man.
Play some Three's Company fucking music.
Come on, knock on our door. Niggas waiting for you.
Oh man.
You know what I wish? They need to, like right now, since niggas is waiting, they really need to push forward the fucking season 2 of The Boys because I want to go fucking binge the fuck out of that.
Oh my god.
Well, you're gonna have to wait until next year, apparently.
Nah, they fucking finished. We just got,
They did?
They've been
it's probably gonna be July. They said.
I can't wait.
It's not being delayed. Oh, did you?
I'm kind of confused about. Oh, I know they're going with what's that dude? The Nazi superhero dude. Well, it's not even a dude anymore. It's a girl.
Yep,
A
Stormfront.
Nazi superhero?
Yeah, no, she's a superhero, but she's supposed to be like the one from the comic.
Oh wait, no, okay, I know what you're talking about. Sorry, yeah.
She's like what Homelander is. Whatever. Anyway,
But
The equivalent.
did I tell you guys that Stallone greenlit Demolition Man 2?
Yeah, why?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Fucking what?
Yeah, because he wants to ruin a classic.
Oh, good. Well, I guess we'll find out how that 3 seashell thing works out.
Redo Big Trouble in Little China. Watch.
What are they
Please
bringing?
don't.
Is this guy coming back?
They're gonna,
Wesley?
they're gonna
Stallone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You better.
Wesley, how?
Oh, I don't
Take
know
his
if
head off.
Wesley is. I don't know if Wesley is. I don't know.
But how? They kicked his head off.
I know.
Facts.
Well, you know, science does
They're gonna
amazing.
do a time machine. Watch. They're gonna make a time machine.
Well,
Don't be
his,
some bullshit.
Well,
'Cause-
I mean,
all I gotta say is, even though
That's
it's
the
been
thing.
some years, will we have the return of hot Sandra Bullock? I'm not saying she's not hot, but she hasn't been as hot since
Speed.
Time to Kill in fucking Demolition Man.
Nah, she held up pretty well, especially
She
for
did,
a
but
white
she was
chick.
never that hot though. Since then,
But
said
she
she
held
held up
up,
for a white-
especially for a white lady. She held up because white women, when they get to a certain point, boy, do they hit a wall hard as fuck.
it's true. She's
God
not lying.
damn.
Yeah.
She's not lying.
But if they don't bring back Wesley for Demolition Man 2, then I don't know what the fuck the point even is because Wesley's the one who made that movie.
He really was.
Yeah.
It's true.
He's like Jeffrey Dahmer. Yeah, got that. Yeah. He's like, bring his ass up. Yeah. One of the best lines in that movie is, "I know who you remind me of, an evil Mr. Rogers. Someone kill him."
This man.
Pissing me off.
But what a dumb smart guy. How the fuck you gonna be like, all right, cool. You see this dude bringing all these other people into the mix. You're not gonna put in the same safeguards. Are you retarded? You deserve
Yeah,
to
he's
die.
an idiot. I mean, just for giving Wesley the skills that he did, it's just that those people in the future had no concept of what violence really was. He thought he just could handle it.
He's a regular common thug. I can teach him. All right, nigga, you're firewood now, dummy.
Let me get this straight. They defrost your ass just to get my piggly little ass. Damn, you been had.
He was like,
Fucking
wait a
legend.
minute. Is it Spartan? John Spartan? I don't let anyone in the century. What are you doing here?
Thomas says that.
You know what? You know, it was another Stallone movie that had good one-liners.
What was
Tango
that?
Cash.
Tango and Cash.
Tango
Yeah.
Cash is good, yeah. If you said cliffhanger, I was gonna fucking run over your house and sneeze in your mouth.
Bro, I don't even remember cliffhangers. I don't even remember it.
I tell you what though, Tango and Cash, like there was it had its comedic moments, but boy, that was a really bad like 80s type
Oh, yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
But see, Demolition Man, you guys go on YouTube and just type in Demolition
One of
Man,
the most underrated movies.
secretly a genius movie, and they explain why it's like secretly like it was really like the concept behind it was genius as hell. I forgot the whole goddamn explanation though, but it really was a really like good, well thought out movie, and
It really was.
whereas like Tango and Cash was just the antithesis. It was like just like the buddy fucking cops that you know, one liners and
You mean like Stop or My Mom Will Shoot?
Oh,
no nigga, that was
Oh, come on.
yo. The funniest part of Stop When My Mom Would Shoot is that Arnold Schwarzenegger tricked Sylvester Stallone into taking that role.
Yes. Yo.
That was hilarious because he originally said, "Yeah, I'm gonna do it," and then Sylvester Stallone heard that Arnold dropped out because there was gonna be some kind of like conflict with something else, and he said, "Well, if Arnold was gonna take that gig, I'm gonna take it." And so he took it, and then I think they got him to sign a contract so he couldn't back out of it, and then like to this day he was just like, "Son of a fucking bitch!" It really got me on that one.
That was
fucking
that was
movie
genius. That was
You know
genius.
they're actually
movie with
doing
Estelle
another.
Getty.
You know they're actually doing
Estelle
another Expendables.
Oh yeah.
They're doing a TV show.
That's what I
Yeah.
heard. It was gonna be a TV show.
Yeah. Might as well quit after 3. Quit it. And
What,
just-
I mean, the best one was the first one.
yeah.
The second one,
I like
The
the
only
second one.
I didn't like the second one because I didn't like how they made fucking Van Damme such a comic book mustache twirling villain. And even his name is Villain. Nigga, that's villain. What are they doing?
Yeah.
They made it hokey. At least the third one, it was a return to form. It just was like, oh, we got new people.
Kind of.
Yeah.
It kind of
Just-
was.
Just be happy they didn't have Eric Roberts in it.
Ooh, that's
Had him in the first one.
that's cold.
Was he?
Oh yeah, he was in
Yeah.
the first one.
He was.
He was
Oh,
the
yeah.
bad guy in the first one.
Oh
Yes,
shit,
he
he
was.
was.
Now you see if they brought him back. Now the reason why this nigga says that, he knows I have an unrivaled hate for fucking Eric Roberts.
I think you've said that in several episodes.
Yeah, we
Unrivaled.
Honestly, lost track.
Yeah.
If I ever see him,
Knowing this nigga,
have
he'll be like,
autograph.
"Hey, Cedric, I got somebody you want to meet. John Cusack? No, Eric Roberts." And I'll have to just sit there and talk to him as my face changes. And I'm like, this nigga. He'll just sit there like he's his best friend. Hey, night lady.
hi.
Yeah, the mouse.
Hi.
Yeah,
So
especially
that bag is
guest
fire.
star. Yeah.
Hey guys.
Mhm.
Hey,
what's
nice
up?
lady.
It's fine.
Hey.
Love the bag.
Is that a Joker bag?
No.
No, it's
Oh,
a
Prince
Prince
bag.
bag.
Yeah, yeah.
How
Oh,
dare you?
Wait.
I can't see the picture that clear.
All right, wait. I'll show it to you again.
Yeah, now,
Show the artwork.
now promoting. Now promoting.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, I see it. Yes, beautiful.
Yeah. Look, and here's another.
Woo, love it.
Nice. Oh, speaking about Prince, they're actually showing Prince and the Revolution on Friday on YouTube.
They're showing
Really?
it
Because
3
I
days
thought
straight.
Prince passed away.
No, stupid.
They're showing a
No.
concert for 3 days.
The concert, yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
Purple Rain concert.
Yep.
I mean, live or
Why would you? Oh,
He's alive.
Oh my god.
holy shit.
So, man with no nickname.
Fuck you want?
Did you watch Money in the Bank?
Oh,
I did.
What did you think?
What do you think of what?
Money in the Bank.
So
Here we
still
go.
there.
Shots fired.
it was interesting because it was pre-recorded
Yep.
and it was inside of headquarters, WWE headquarters.
Yep. Because everybody's fired.
So that was kind of cool to me, the way they had that set up. The whole shit on the roof though, it could have been a lot better. There could have been more space. The fact that they threw Rey Mysterio and Aleister Black off the roof, that shit was retarded.
Yeah.
And then they were cleared to wrestle the next day.
The word.
And I don't like the fact that they did that shit with Otis, because they're gonna have him cash in for the tag titles.
But it's for one title.
It's for the tag titles. He can cash in for the tag titles because it's any title,
Okay.
right? Now you're mad.
I'm fucking furious. I'm mad. I thought they were giving him like a big push because he's supposed to be a single wrestler now.
No. They don't want to give him a big push, so it doesn't fit on him. So the fact that they gave it to him, it's only gonna push him to go for the tag titles, and he's gonna bring that back to SmackDown. So they're not gonna take it off of the Street Profits. They're taking it off of New Day.
Yeah, of course.
Uh-huh. Okay.
The most interesting thing you said is that Rey Mysterio Jr. is still fucking wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Bro.
his son is training now.
His son's training. Dominic is training. And,
Wow.
He's
How
probably
old
gonna
is
take
that?
over, and Ray's gonna be like, "I'm done."
huh?
How old is that tiny little chihuahua?
Ooh, Rey Mysterio?
No.
His son? I think he's 20.
Nigga, Rey Mysterio.
Oh, I don't know. I think he's damn it. He's pushing 40. He's a little
45.
bit past 40.
Pushing 40.
He's
He's
45.
45, nigga. 45.
When did he start? When he was 16?
Oh my
Yeah. Something like that, yeah.
45. Wow.
That motherfucker. He was in wrestling back when I watched the shit. That was years ago in the Attitude Era.
WCW all the way to fucking.
Yeah, way before that. Yep.
Those were the days.
Yeah, Chris. I don't like the fact what they're doing with the titles. Congratulations to Becky Lynch, though. She have a baby, I guess.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
You heard she's going off doing movies now, apparently.
Yeah.
You know who I saw in a movie?
What?
Rob Van Dam.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
movie?
He's done a couple.
What?
He was in a Steven Seagal movie, nigga.
Oh,
Oh my
no.
Oh.
No.
Oh no!
He was in one of those
That spells disaster.
straight to Netflix Steven Seagal movies.
Where he's wearing glasses for no reason. Like, he got those
Yeah.
freaking tinted
Steven
glasses.
Seagal don't do that. He don't do Aikido no more. That nigga, he's just he's a gun guy now. That's all he does is just shoot people.
Because he's been a cop for years now.
He has, but his shit don't work no more. You can even
Nigga's
see.
a deputy, like at most. He's like a celebrity, like fucking what Shaq was.
Yep.
Right.
Get real.
It's your boy
But
Shaquille
he's just straight up gun guy now. And all he does in his movie is just talks and he's zip zabba zip zabba zabba. And then boom boom shoots.
I miss the days when you just judo chop somebody real quick, and they used to like get defenseless as fuck. Push just
Didn't he get rocked in a movie by Mike Tyson or something like that?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I think the biggest story about him is that how this one judo dude he challenged this old judo master to choke him out because he said I can defend myself against any choke, and then so the judo dude like grabbed him, he choked him out, and then this nigga shit himself.
Oh.
Yeah.
And the funniest shit about watching his old movies now is watch when that nigga runs.
Oh
He
my
does
god.
like a girl. He runs like
He
just
runs
like
like a
Bro.
girl, bro.
John
Give-
Leguizamo said it. John
I
Leguizamo.
don't know. I think what's the name? Brie Larson was channeling her inner Steven Seagal when she was Captain Marvel because the way that bitch runs, it's on some Steven Seagal type level shit. Like I'm afraid of this person. This nigga's a rubber band man.
At
Hold
least
on,
it's
Cat.
appropriate when she runs.
Can I
'cause
ask you a
she
question about
runs like a bitch.
that Brie Larson chick? Is she like
Yeah.
a really hated person?
She apparently
Um,
she is with the cast, certain cast members now.
No, but
like
I
a
know
lot of
this
people
nigga.
say she tries too hard, and then she be like rubbing people the wrong way because it's like
What's damn, what's this guy's name? Don Cheadle. I know he hated that bitch.
Oh yeah,
Did
he
you
did.
see that interview
Yeah.
we
where
just gave
it
her a
was
face.
it was Don Cheadle, Brie Larson, and then
Chris Hemsworth.
Chris
Yep.
Ellsworth.
Yeah, Chris Hemsworth. It was them. And then like, she was being at one point she was like trying to act like she was buddy with these people, and she put her hand on Don Cheadle. She's like, haha, right guys? And she put her hand, and Don Cheadle immediately was just like, I told you don't touch me. And like his face, like he went, I don't know if they were fucking around or not. If they were fucking around, then that was some fucking fantastic acting.
Yes.
Because it really looked like, yo, this nigga hates this bitch. Because he said, I told you don't touch me. And then as soon as he said that, she like put her hand down. She was like, yo, this shit just turned awkward as hell.
Oh my god.
You better unleash that war machine for real on this chick.
Yeah.
well,
I don't know. It looked
Did anybody see the fucking UFC fight?
Nah. What happened?
No, it was
None?
good, but it was weird. Just like it was live. Everybody had their masks on. Nobody in the stands, just the niggas recording. They kept everything simple and it was good, but then niggas was like, all right, cool. But the fight was brutal. This one nigga's fucking punched this nigga's eye in. It was so bad. I was like, okay, it was good. But it was just weird. Even Rogan was like, yo, so weird being there because you hear nothing. You just hear motherfuckers fighting.
Yeah.
That's
You
surprising that they
you
let him
actually
do that.
heard Joe Rogan and the other dude like react and shit in the empty stadium.
They didn't even
When
mic.
you
They
heard
didn't even
him,
have to mic him.
oh, you heard echo, and it was like, oh.
That's hilarious. They were commentating. They didn't even have mics on. They were just like, nah, let's just talk, bro. Let's just talk real loud.
It's the same thing that happens in WWE. They're commentating and reacting to it.
Yeah, but these niggas were live.
Yeah, and that's the surprising thing is that they're allowing, like in WWE and UFC, that they're allowing these people to like fight each other when there's all this distancing shit that's supposed to be going on.
It's
They
Florida.
have to get I guess. Yeah, it's so weird. Like they had like one nigga got kicked off the card because he tested positive, and they just replaced him with some other nigga. But yeah, it is scary shit. I think they definitely all have to get tested rigorously.
They had to. I mean, that's crazy that they continued on. Like, fucking the NBA they canceled everything else just because a few of the players came up positive. They canceled the entire thing. These people are like, nah, we still want to get money. Let these niggas fight.
They're getting ready to resume the season. They just
word?
Yeah, they just had a meeting.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, now.
They just had a meeting. They're getting ready to resume the season.
It's pretty bold.
They had to at some point.
They AEW is still going on too, and they actually doing it right because they got the wrestlers that you don't like in WWE. You don't see any other wrestlers in the seats, right? AEW, you got the wrestlers who are supposed to be in the back getting ready. They're out there watching the matches go on. So
that shit's great. They be on the side cheering. It'd be like 6 niggas just cheering.
yeah, they're like, yeah, body slam.
Yo, have any of y'all been out and then somebody who's just like completely oblivious, like especially going shopping? You're just sitting there waiting for your shit, and then niggas just get real close to you, and you don't want to be that dude who just hydro checks somebody in the face. But it's like, yo, for real, my nigga, do I have to open my mouth and tell you to move?
I am that nigga though. I do say that.
Yeah, that's not a misconception. We know that.
Now I'm like, nah, but also seriously. Like, okay, well, when I went to ShopRite not too long ago, it was like I was in line. It was a line to get in ShopRite. So I'm in line to get in ShopRite, and I felt a cart hit me. I'm just like, it's not that much. We're outside. Like, can you chill the fuck out? Oh, I didn't see you. How you not see me? We're trying to go inside. Pay attention, bitch.
How you not see me?
Yeah, like it's out in the open. We're in a line. I remember this nigga was in one of those fucking carts, the motorized carts and shit. And it was me and my nieces, and we were getting stuff. And the lady was like, "Excuse me, sir, you have to be 6 feet behind." And he was like, "What are you talking about? I'm in the cart." And blah blah blah. I'm like, "Yeah, 6 feet behind." And he's like, "Whatever." So he's going grumble, grumble, grumble. This nigga
Grumble, grumble,
grumble, grumble, grumble. You know, when the mad face where you're not really saying any real words.
Yeah.
So this nigga guns it on the reverse, not even looking behind him. I'm like, what a clear cut asshole. There's this big nigga who's like at least like 6 foot, 200 pounds behind him. This nigga full throttles and reverses into him. And the dude was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" He's like, "Oh, my bad, I didn't see you." He's like, "Of course you didn't. You didn't look fucking behind you, asshole."
It's behind you, Tyrone. Whenever you reverse, things come from behind you.
And it's like, what's wrong with people? Like, this is the time you're supposed to be more aware, and everybody's just even more fucking unaware. Like, they're dumb, and it's so ridiculous. I haven't seen fuckery like this, like walking in fucking Times Square, like when it was busy, and niggas just don't know how to walk. But you get it on a regular basis in a fucking grocery store. People just stop short, and it's like, we're coming near you, and you're like, and I want to just put my arm out like, fuck out of here. 6 feet, nigga.
Well, that's about all what we can do for the rest of this evening. I think we talked about pretty much everything today, almost.
Pretty much. Seriously.
Real.
But thank you guys for coming for this evening. If you're new, make sure you subscribe, and when you do, hit the bell to make sure you get all of our updated content. And like the video, of course, as usual, and leave a comment. Also,
sorry, oh shit.
Also, if you want to give us feedback or anything else, we have a telephone number as well.
What's the number, Craig?
370-3115.
All right, you lucky bitch. I thought you got lucky last time. Look like you've been doing your homework.
No.
At the test.
Also, if you want to join in and fight him or join him in a quarantine battle on
oh my God.
you can battle and join with Roundhouse on his Twitch.
Yes, come check me out. I'm actually playing Tekken 7 a lot more. If you don't like Leroy, too bad, motherfucker. I'm fighting with Leroy. And just better get your ass. That's all I'll say.
Leroy Jenkins?
What happened?
No, it's Leroy Smith. He's actually...
Leroy Jenkins!
But yeah, he does Wing Chun. He does Wing Chun and everything. It's fucking amazing, actually.
Motherfuckers in here thinking they're the last dragon. I had to fucking do it. I'm sorry, I had to do it.
It's a black guy?
Yeah.
I mean, stupid ass question, but he's like, nah, he's a Hasidic Jew dude. His name is Leroy.
Leroy Smith, yes. Smith.
He fights with the hat on.
He does have a hat.
He throws his yarmulke at you.
God,
yama.
Hits you with the yarmulke, put on the big Darkwing Duck hat, and he does the lean like Smooth Criminal.
Yes, Leroy Haziz.
Well,
you should do that, yo. You should do that for one Halloween, Roundhouse.
Nope.
You should dress up as Papa Shango.
Nope.
Yo, nigga, you'll get mad people to take pictures with you. I'm not even
ass. That would look fantastic. Either that or Mark Henry.
Oh,
I can do Mark Henry.
Not a bad
You
idea.
do Papa Shango too?
Yeah,
No,
but Papa
nigga.
Papa Shango would just get more notice.
Because niggas know Papa Shango. I mean, you'll be a bouncer in a nightclub with a tight leotard.
Pretty
Looking
much.
like shit.
Nah, I'm good.
But then we got to get you fake dreadlocks.
That's
But
true.
anyway,
It's all right.
Yeah, don't
Blue
forget to
unitard.
fucking subscribe on these platforms around here. Like our boy over here, the thumb with beard. Don't forget to call the number 973-370-3115. Check out Twitch. We have some words for our boy, the Bill Shrugger himself. You want to deal with the code, man? Let him know the deal.
Oh yeah. Shit.
forgot everything.
Yeah. For all your
Code.
beard essential needs, check out the Beard Struggle. And when you get there, use my code CH15. Gets you 15% off your purchase. And you can use that code as many times as you want. It's not a one-time deal. And you could even get a cool comb like this one right here.
Ooh.
Al, did you get that comb when you bought the products?
No, 'cause we didn't get the ultimate pack, bitch.
He got the starter pack, the Rick Ross pack.
Well, he should start combing his beard.
Have you
How about you
received
get off my bed and end the fucking show?
have you received those products
Oh,
yet?
I'm so mad.
Have you received the products yet?
Not yet.
I can tell.
You shut the fuck up. End it. Mr. Redbeard.
You're so angry and dark. You must be from the DC universe. And on that note, we should shut this down. Who's gonna start the ending roll call?
I'm the ninja that's kicking it with you with the thumb. As usual, I'm Echo Ninja. Yeah. Yeah. It's a long story.
If you watch the last couple of episodes, I've been drawing this nigga as the nigga that's kicking it with you. And anytime he talks, I would move my thumb like he's talking.
Oh shit!
Oh boy.
So who you gonna pass it to, Ninja?
Oh god, and I'm gonna pass it to you, my nigga.
Who, me?
Pass it to you, sir.
Sir.
All right, it's your boy, Sir Wednesday, Rizzy Sendu, Scourge of the internet. You know,
My life.
singing in the vintage microphones, nigga. And I'm gonna pass it on to my boy with the backwards hat on.
Oh hey,
You got to look on all of them.
I love it how you were scanning all the pictures like, it's not
I
this one.
swear to God, I did.
It's me.
Hey, am I the only one?
That ain't him.
It's Redbeard here. Pass it down to you down in the basement there, bro.
Yeah, I reckon that's me. This is my kingdom. So thank you for joining it as your Black Caesar. And I'm going to pass it on to this G.I. Joe affiliate with the Seriously shirt. Oh, my bad. No, sorry. I'm sorry. My fault. Wrong. Yeah, my fault. Wrong guy. Miss your house. Miss your house. My fault. There I did you. My fault. Miss your house.
All right, yeah. Follow my Twitch here around House 84, and check out my Instagram, Chocolate Cups 183, and check out my Twitter as well. It's actually here around House 84 on Twitter. Yeah, and see you later, guys. Deuces. And I'm passing it to
Terrible.
the person with the pink shirt.
The person with the big shirt. Oh. So I think I'm gonna start this off just the way I finished it. You know, just the way I started it. Excuse me. I'm gonna finish this the way I started. Signing out, man with no nickname, and just remember, love yourself.
Will do.
And tell them, Red
He
Beard.
loves himself.
Tell them what they got to do.
Ooh, that feels
And
good.
last but not least, I'm gonna go ahead and hand it off to the Caesars.
With our
Wait,
corporate
wait.
treatment.
Tell them, Red Beard. Tell them what they got to do.
Huh?
Why are you
Tell them what they got to do.
in his face? He passed.
It really is a big misconception. He really is very soft spoken, people. He's not just loud and angry. Just forgive him anytime you see him in public.
Fucking asshole. I'll stab you. I'm going to stab you. So
Send
much.
me a message if you want to join us.
And if you happen to have a beer comb, give it to him.
If you donate 5 cents a day, you can save this man from a struggling.
With the Sarah McLachlan music in the background.
And behold,
Stupid.
We learned it.
Shut the fuck up. Fucking dick.
Oh, God.
you were asking for it. I'm sorry, man. You were kind of asking for it.
Peace out.
I didn't even put the sad puppy face on.
But yeah. Wash your hands. Stay home. All that good shit. Wash
Comb your beards.
He said, wash your beard.
He said, comb your beard.
Comb your beard. Comb your
Comb
beard.
your beard. I don't want to hear that shit.
And don't be bitches, make us famous.
Forever.